Howdy folks, how's it going? Somebody wanted to take a look at the Black Keys version of Act Nice and Gentle. I figured I'd run through that one this evening. The Black Keys version, he's tuned down a whole step, so if you want to play along with the recording of it, then you'll have to tune your guitar down a bit. I'm just going to leave mine in standard tuning here, because I figure that's probably what your guitar is going to be in. So, alright, we'll just jump right into it here. So it's going to start off on this little lick. It sounds something like... Alright, so that's going to start with the second string on the 12th fret. You're going to slide that up to the second string on the 14th fret. So we got 12 to 14, second string. Now we're going to play the first string at 12. And then we're going to go back to the second string at 14 and slide that back to 12. Alright, so we got... Right? And then from there we're going to go. So that's going to start third string on the 11th fret, and that's going to slide up to the 13th fret. So we got third string from 11 to 13, and now we're going to play the second string at 12, and then go back to the third string at 13, and slide that back to 11. So that goes. So together we got and then it ends with, so that's the first string at 12 is played twice, and then the second string at 14. Alright, so that should sound like. Alright, and now it goes into the first chord of the song, which is going to be an E chord, and this little part is going to sound like. Alright, so after that intro, you're going to slide down here and play a regular E chord. Before I do play the full chord, I just kind of hit the low E, like maybe these two strings, the 5th and 6th strings. I just kind of set the stage with that low note there, and then there's kind of like a little strum. It's like, I just kind of usually hit the middle part of the strings there. It doesn't really matter exactly what you do here, but it's kind of like, and then after that you're going to do a hammer-on with the 3rd string. Normally with your E, you're going to have the 3rd string at 1. You're just going to take that off for a second, and then hammer that 3rd string to 1. So we got, alright, and then there's a little, and that's just going to be kind of on the high strings here. The notes are, so we get the high string open, then we play the second string open, first string open again, and then now we're going to play the second string at 2. That's the note that you're going to add, second string at 2, and now we're going to play the first string open again. Alright, so it should sound like, okay, then there's a little, that's just the 6th string on the 3rd fret with a little bend to it, or tweak if you can. Alright, and then that is repeated twice, so that should sound like. And then we're going to go to like an A chord, except we're going to also cover the 1st string on the 2nd fret. So we got the 5th string open, and then 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string all on 2. Alright, so that's just going to be off this kind of A chord here. You're going to strum all those, and then eventually you get to a spot where you're going to just lift your first finger off. So it's like, that's the 1st string open, then the first string at 2, first string open again, now the second string at 2, and then the first string open. So that little lick, it happens a lot in this song, so kind of get used to playing that. Alright, so we have that E chord. Then that A chord. Then we go back to the E. Then I kind of usually just slide up on the low string. I usually slide from like 3 to 5 or something, or just kind of up to anywhere. And then the next chord is going to be a B7. So that's going to be your 5th string is going to be at 2. Your 4th string is going to be at 1. 3rd string is going to be at 2. 2nd string is open. And then the 1st string is at 2. So it's kind of cramped. Right? So that's your B7. Same little lick that you've been doing before. That's the 1st string at 2. Then the 1st string open. And then the 2nd string at 2. And then the 1st string open. That's all onto that B7. Alright, so it goes. And it just kind of repeats that. So all together we got. Alright, so then we get to a part that's going to sound like this. It's going to go. So when we slide up, we're just going to an A chord. So I'm basically just playing here. I'm playing the 2nd string at 5, the 3rd string at 6, the 4th string at 7, and then the 5th string is just open. So I'm not playing the low E, and I'm not playing the 1st string either here. And when you make this shape, you're going to start with your pinky down on the 2nd string on the 7th fret. So you're really actually playing 2nd string at 7, 3rd string at 6, 4th string at 7. But you're going to want to make this shape because you're going to, it releases quickly. So we got. So that's just adding and then releasing your pinky on the 2nd string at 7, and then when it's releasing, it's going to the 2nd string at 5. So we got. And it goes back to the E. Back to that A. Then it goes to that B7. I'll run through that again. It just jumps to that A real quick. And that's basically all of the parts of the song that you need to know to get it. So just kind of put them all together and should get you there. If you got any other questions, feel free to ask. Have a good night.